welcome back to another episode of the Sideline Scoop podcast. Today, we, the Sideline Scoop, will be conducting another interview. Our hosts are Eric, Michael, Leo, Jordan, and Parker. After listening, please go check out our other interviews and our website on sidelinescoop1.wordpress.com. Also, check out our social media accounts on X and TikTok, where over there we post about sports and other important and related topics at Sideline Scoop Pod and Sideline Scoop Podcast, respectively.
Today on Chatting with Champions, we're joined by a standout athlete from Oakville, Ontario. A product of Holy Trinity High School, he rose to prominence as Canada's top high school football prospect in the 2019 recruiting class. Earning a 3-star rating from On3, his relentless work ethic and unmatched leadership has helped pave his career at Ohio University. Now in his senior year, he's transferred to the University of Indiana and is leading the Hoosiers to an incredible 10-1 start with the college football playoff in sight. Please welcome the man behind this remarkable journey, Kurtis Rourke.
What's up, guys? Appreciate you having me.
Good! Great! Awesome! Outstanding! Amazing!
Quarterback might be the most stressful position in not only all of football, but all of sports. If your coach Kirk Cignetti gave you a chance to play another position, what other position would you play?
I don't know. That's no one's asked me that before. I would probably say receiver, just because of my height and everything like that, and just more familiar with offense and everything like that. So I feel like it'd be something I could pick up on the best out of everything.
Our next question. So, according to media in Canada, nearly 8 million people in Greater White North watch college football. As a Canadian player at the college level, what has the support been like from Canadians back at home?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I'm just really happy that the football is becoming a lot more popular and not just for viewership, but also for other athletes that wanting to pursue their dreams and everything like that. And so being able to play and know that I have a country behind me is awesome. And just really just love making a name for Canada. That's my home, and that'll always be something that I'll play for. Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you. As Canadian athletes aiming to join NCAA programs, they often face challenges such as limited scouting opportunities and differing high school football systems. As a top-ranked high school prospect in Canada, what were the challenges, or if there were any challenges, gaining exposure to U.S. college programs?
Yeah, it was pretty tough getting recruited, even being highly touted in Canada. I struggled to get Division I offers, just being that no one really recruited Canada. But thankfully, my brother was already at Ohio University, and so I was able to kind of get the foot in the door there and really prove myself. But I had to go to a lot of summer camps, a lot of training camps in order to prove myself because the exposure in Canada was really low. But it's good to see now that it's a little bit easier. But I know it's still a little challenge for Canadian athletes.
Good to hear what you had to go through to get into the program. Our next question is, you had the unique opportunity to follow in the footsteps of your brother Nathan, who also thrived in Ohio. How much has his guidance and support influenced your journey? Are there any examples that you have helped you grow as a player and a leader on the field?
Yeah, my brother's been, instrumental in my life. He's been someone I've looked up to. He's gone through a lot of adversity and still does, and being able to see how he responds to certain events and things that happen in his career, it's just awesome to see that and see him persevere through that. And I think being able to have a brother that's able to go through the ups and downs and be able to see how he's handled it. Like I mentioned, it's helped me in my career. I've suffered a lot of injuries, some adversity moments myself, and be able to see how my brother's gone through that, and I've been able to to take that and be able to have a positive look and use those strategies in my life and my career. So it's great being a younger brother sometimes.
It's good to hear. You finished your career at Ohio as the program's second all-time leading passer with over 7,600 yards and 50 touchdowns. Looking back at your time at Ohio University, what were some of your key moments or lessons that helped you grow as a quarterback?
Yeah, just kind of just most importantly having fun. That year, that 2020 year when I got a bunch of those records and everything like that, I developed a lot of great relationships on the team, and we're able to just go and have fun and work together and all that. And so the biggest thing in Ohio was the memories and the relationships I was able to build, and not have to stress about every little thing. And being able to know that I got sport around me, and be able to work through everything, and ultimately it led to just a great time, great experience, and a lot of winning seasons. And so that was really, really awesome. And it was something that, I won't forget in my time at Ohio for sure.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Um, as a quarterback, you play a leadership role both on and off the field. How do you approach building trust with your teammates, and how has that evolved throughout your college career?
Yeah, I would say just know what your leadership type of role is and what you excel at. I'm not the biggest rah-rah guy when it comes to hyping up my teammates and everything like that, but I feel like the best thing I could do and bring to the table is leading by example and being that hardworking guy that's giving effort, day in, day out. And then now we'll be able to feed off my teammates will be able to feed off that emotion and that work that I'm doing. And then just spending time with the guys, being able to develop that chemistry and that trust, like you said, and just more time you spend with the guys, the more time you can, get on the same page and understand, how we're going to do this and how we're going to approach every game and every practice. And yeah, it's led to success so far.
All right, thank you. With strict NCAA eligibility requirements, including completing 16 NCAA approved core courses in specific subjects and maintaining a minimum core course GPA of 2.3 for Division 1, how do you manage to balance the demands of academics with your performance on the field?
It's all about time management. It's something that I've had to learn the hard way. Uh, Having 6-7 hours devoted to practice and football every single day, especially during the season. You got to balance your time and know when to do homework, when to study for the exam or whatever, and so that each day is planned out well, because like I said, during the season it gets really busy. You're not going to want to do schoolwork, and so the bit more you can do it in advance, the better. And then it's a little less load in the off season, but it can still catch up on you pretty quickly. So, yeah.
Thank you. That's very impressive. So being the quarterback for a top 10 team in the country must come with a lot of attention. On an average day on campus, how often do you get recognized or stopped for pictures and autographs? Do you ever find it overwhelming or frustrating?
No, not, I don't get frustrated, because it's all very nice, and everybody is very supportive and encouraging, and so we would never get mad or upset about that. And I don't go out too much, go out to like in public as much, but when I do, maybe a handful of people that recognize me, but all very nice, and it's just great to know that the towns surrounding the team and has been just a great influence in all that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That was some incredible insight. With the Hoosiers setting several milestones, including the team's first ever 10-win start in the program's history, this season has to be by far the greatest in Indiana football history. What do you think have been the key factors behind the team's success?
I just think that we've kept the same mindset, of 1-0 every single week, and not looking ahead or getting complacent. I mean, it's hard to win Division I football games, and so making sure everyone's focused and has that same goal that we had, week 1, and then now in week 13, 14. And it's tough to do that, but we got a great group of guys, great coach that are able to keep us focused and making sure that we're able to come out to practice every day, prepare like we're preparing for the championship, and then go week by week.
All right. So when comparing Indiana and Penn State, both teams have identical records and share a common loss to Ohio State. Indiana boasts a top 5 scoring margin in the nation, while Penn State has faced a slightly tougher schedule. It must be frustrating for you to see the 5 teams separating the two in the AP poll, despite how well you guys have played. Do you think the CFP committee will view the rankings differently or the same?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we've proven enough, and we'll be able to put a stamp this week as well on the final regular season game to show that we deserve to be in the playoff. I think we worked hard, and we can compete against any team as long as we execute properly. But really just it's out of our hands and out of our control, other than just doing what we can on Saturday. So just really focusing on that. But I do believe that we should be in.
Okay, thank you for the insight. So we know college football is renowned for its intense atmosphere, and playing as a quarterback in the Big Ten means facing high-pressure challenges at nearly every away game. How do you manage to stay composed and block out the distractions of hostile crowds? Are these specific techniques and routines you use to stay mentally focused and prepared during these high-stakes situations?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that I've tried to do, and especially this past weekend at Ohio State when there's 105,000 there and screaming, and just trusting my training, trusting my preparation. The more prepared I feel, the more confident I am, and the less the environment can change you. And so I just go into that game and be the best I can, knowing that I've practiced, I prepared really well, and that even though there is more noise, it's just like every other rep that I've been doing. And then also just leaning into the noise and the atmosphere. It's one of those experiences that you probably won't ever have again, and so just going in and enjoying it, enjoying the environment, the atmosphere, and just having fun, because even if I have opportunity to play at the next level, I probably won't play in front of that many people again. So just enjoying the opportunity just to play in front of that many people.
Yes, being prepared is definitely very important. So next question, do you ever think about the future and the possibility of playing alongside your brother in the CFL? And has that idea ever crossed your mind?
Yeah, it's something that Nathan and I have always talked about, is playing against each other at some point in our life. We've played together, but never against each other. So I don't know if that'll happen, when that'll happen, but it would be really fun to line up and play against Nathan, and because that would just be another added thing to the sibling rivalry. But I don't want to play on the same team as him. I want both of us to succeed, and that would be hard for one of us. So.
Okay.
Kurtis, we can't thank you enough for joining us on the Sideline Scoop. Your journey from Oakville to becoming a standout leader for the Hoosiers during one of the most memorable seasons in Indiana football history is truly inspiring. Hearing about the challenges you faced, the lessons you've learned, and your advice for young Canadian athletes striving to follow in your footsteps has been nothing short of incredible. Your story exemplifies hard work, perseverance, and passion, and we know this is just the beginning. Big things are undoubtedly ahead for you, both on and off the field, and we'll be cheering you on every step of the way. Best of luck in the big game against Purdue this Saturday. We know you'll bring your all. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in for another edition of Chatting with Champions. Check out our website and social media accounts for more exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes stories, and insights from the world of sports. This has been Chatting with Champions on the Sideline Scoop. Take care and keep the spirit of the game alive.
Till next time.
Till next time. Yes, sir.
Great job, guys. Great job.